I would now like to begin the installation of the Chancellor of OCAD University. Choosing a Chancellor is a significant responsibility for the Board of Governors. The Chancellor is the chief ambassador for the university, advancing its goals and supporting its values. This is a very important and prestigious position, and we are proud that Jaime Watt has agreed to serve us in this time-honored role. With his passion for equity, diversity, and the arts, I am confident that Jaime Watt will continue to make a valued contribution to OCAD University. I would ask that everyone who is able to do so to please rise for the administration of the oath of office. Okay. Welcome, Jaime Watt. You now succeed to the function of the office of Chancellor of this university. Do you pledge to keep and preserve, well and faithfully, during your period of office, the statutes, liberties, customs, rights, and privileges of OCAD University, and to promote its well-being and that of its members to the best of your ability?
I do so pledge.
In the name of OCAD University, I now install you in the office of Chancellor of the University, and I invest in you the authority and charge you with the responsibilities which appertain to this high office. You may be seated, please. Thank you. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce our new Chancellor, Jaime Watt, to you. He is well known for his service and his leadership at OCAD University, his outstanding contributions to advancing human rights and equality issues, and for supporting the arts and culture sector. As OCAD University's board chair for 4 years, Chancellor Watt provided exceptional leadership at a time of significant and transformational change for the institution, including navigating the challenges caused by the COVID-19 pandemic and supporting university initiatives to advance equity and diversity and address the underrepresentation of Black and Indigenous faculty and staff. He is deeply involved with efforts to promote equality and human rights. He was instrumental in the growth of Casey House, Canada's pioneer in AIDS hospital, and was a co-founder of the Canadian Human Rights Campaign and the Canadian Human Rights Trust. He is very passionate about the arts and currently serves on the board of the Shaw Festival and was a past board member of the Stratford Festival. Chancellor Watt is also very involved in the community and currently serves on the boards of the University Health Network and CANFAR, and is Chair Emeritus of the Literary Review of Canada. He is past president or chair of the Canadian Club of Toronto, the Albany Club, Casey House, Canadians for Equal Marriage, and a past director of the St. Michael's Hospital Foundation. Chancellor Watt is an adjunct faculty member of the Director's Education Program, jointly developed and administered by the Institute of Corporate Directors and the Rotman School of Management at the University of Toronto. He was the inaugural recipient of the Eagles Lifetime Achievement Award and was awarded the Queen's Golden and Diamond Jubilee Medals for service to the community. Currently, the Executive Chairman of Navigator and founder of the Canadian Centre for the Purpose of the Corporation, Chancellor Watt is widely regarded as Canada's leading high-stakes communication strategist, is a trusted advisor to boards of directors, business, and professional leaders, as well as political leaders at all 3 levels of government across Canada. Please welcome your new Chancellor, Jaime Watt. And before Jaime speaks, I'd like to welcome Chancellor Yeldon from the University of Calgary to present a parchment of greeting and congratulations.
Well, thank you, Chancellor, and welcome everybody to this very, very special day. Elder Liz, thank you for grounding us and centering us as we begin this ceremony today. To our President and Vice Chancellor, Anna Serrano, and I can tell you, friends, that this woman has guided this institution with no playbook. And at every time she's come to a fork in the road for the last 2 years, she's made exactly the right decision. We are so lucky to have her leading us. And of course, right at her side is our Provost, Dr. Carolyn Langell, as well. I also have to recognize our President Emerita, Sarah Diamond, who led this institution for its first 15 years as a university. Distinguished faculty members and, of course, our honorary degree recipients, graduates, family, and friends. I'm going to make this quick, not because my message isn't important, it is. But I know two things. One, we really want to hear from the exceptional people we're honoring with honorary doctorates today. We want to hear what they have to say. And secondly, I don't want to stand in the way of your celebration for how hard you've worked. You know, since time immemorial, chancellors have stood at this podium in front of graduating classes like you, and they've said the same thing. They've congratulated you for how hard you've worked, for the sacrifices you've made, for your discipline, and they've wished you well as you've gone off in the world. They haven't really worked very hard at the remarks because they just looked at shop-worn cliches and used them. But this is different. Those words mean more today than they've meant to any other graduating class. Because the truth is, you've worked harder, you've sacrificed more, you've been more disciplined, you've been more focused, and you've overcome more obstacles than any other graduating class in memory. And that's been kind of crappy, I think, some along the way. You've missed some of the experiences that people would normally have. But I have a hunch that in the long term, it's going to serve you very well. And the kinds of resilience that you learned through these times will, in the long term, pay off. You know, calling our GradX exhibition this year, Creative Resilience, Resilient Creativity, nailed it just right. And I think it's important for you to take away something else. Not only did you achieve these things for yourself, you achieved all of these things for the community as a whole, for our country as a whole. Because each of you as artists and designers has taught us how to see ourselves through this pandemic, how to understand the challenges some people have faced, how to understand what it was like to go through this as a marginalized person, and how to look inside our souls and grow and learn. And so that contribution, beyond what you just did yourselves, is something of which you should be enormously proud. You made all of us better for it. The second thing I wanted to say, you know, we don't accomplish anything in life alone. And as Anna said, we have to take a moment to really acknowledge all of your family, your friends, your parents, your grandparents, your siblings, your partners, your advocates, your champions, all the people on whose shoulders you stand to accomplish what you have today. And I am filled up on your behalf with gratitude to all of them. And the last thing I have to say is, as I am invested with this important role, I do so with humility, genuine humility, and with a promise to you. I will be your fiercest advocate, your fiercest champion, the biggest pain in the ass to anybody who doesn't take this institution seriously, and I won't stop until OCAD University takes its rightful place amongst the institutes of higher learning in Canada and art and design schools the world over. That is my pledge to you.